Hi and welcome back to video number 5 in this series all around unhelpful thinking styles. I think this is one of my favourite ones, jumping to conclusions, because I'm an expert at this. So mind reading, imagining we know what others are thinking, saying or doing, or trying to be a predictor of the future or fortune telling. Predicting the future, I know what's going to happen. I can see this right through to the end and I know exactly how it's going to pan out. The reality is that we don't. I do this a lot with my children. It's one of the things that I do. As soon as they start saying something, my mind is going, yeah, I know where this is going. I know exactly what's happening. And the only ones I focus on, as I'm saying this, I'm actually thinking, the only time I focus on this is when I get it right. And I go, yeah, I knew exactly that was going to happen. I probably do this a lot of the time, but when it doesn't pan out how I thought it would, and I'm surprised or shocked, I just let that go. Because again, it's not connecting up the dots. It's not confirming my suspicions. It's not making my thoughts a reality when it doesn't work the way that I thought it would. So I kind of let that go. The only times I remember and focus on is when jumping to conclusions and fortune telling and predicting the future have worked out, which I find really interesting as I'm saying that, which again, it's what our mind does. It does it, our brain, to try and protect us from things. You remember last time when you thought this and it happened? Well, the last time I thought this, it probably didn't happen, but I've forgotten about it and I don't remember it. The more we look at our brain, the more we look at how we are as human beings and how it works, the more ridiculous it seems to be to me. I do truly believe that we could all live much more in the present, in a happy state, at peace, just knowing that we don't need our brain to protect us all of the time. When we need it, when we push that alarm button and we need it, it's going to trigger interaction, whether we've worried about all the what ifs anyway, because that's what it does. But laying the foundations for it at every eventuality isn't helpful for us. What I like to focus on more, and what I talk with clients about a lot more of the time, is to trust ourselves that if we need to do something, we will know exactly what to do and when to do it. And the reason why I'm saying this is because it's kind of like a sat-nav. If we set our destination in a sat-nav when we get in the car, it will only tell us the direction just before we need to turn. It won't tell us what we need to do 3 miles down the road because we've got other stuff coming on. And that's kind of like our intuition and our internal wisdom. It only lets us know what we need to do when we need to do it, because that's how it works. If you're, worrying about something, if you're, I don't know, you've got to go out and you're feeling anxious or something, your mind or your brain isn't going to let you know all the escape routes or the things that are going to go well or what you can do, because they're not happening now. But if you learn to trust and, just be guided by your internal sat-nav and your wisdom, you will know exactly what to do and when to do it in any situation that you're in. It's just that we try to preempt it. We try to plan and prepare for everything. And 9 times out of 10, it doesn't happen. I can pretty much guarantee that none of us saw COVID on the horizon. Out of everything that I planned for and, thought, yeah, that might happen, a pandemic was not one of them. And yet the majority of us have got through it. I'm not saying it's not been difficult for a lot of us, and I'm not saying it's not been a traumatic experience. But we didn't plan for it. It wasn't ever on the horizon of any of our thoughts that we needed to plan and prepare for this. But we get up every morning and we do what we need to do when we need to do it. And that's the beauty of being a human being. If we can just quieten the thoughts down and trust ourselves and our innate wisdom and our innate well-being, that we will know what to do, when to do it. So that's my little tip for you today, is to start to trust yourself in situations. And if it is about going out and doing something and you're feeling anxious, another thing that I often say is that they're your rules. You can break your rules whenever you want to do it. It's okay to say no to things if you don't want to go. It's okay to go to things and leave if you feel uncomfortable. It's okay to go to things and not stay till the end because it's your rules. The only person that worries about breaking your rules is you. Other people don't usually worry about it. So I hope that helps, and I shall see you all in the next video.